Today is going to be a powerful podcast. I say that because I remember when I felt so uncomfortable getting online, recording videos and posting them. It was like, how do I look? How do I sound? Will they like me? Have you ever had that challenge? Well, on today, I'm going to talk about 5 steps. Now, this is not an exhaustive list, but I'm going to give you 5 steps to overcoming your fear of being on video. Welcome to Arise and Build here with your girl, Yakinea Marie. And this is so good. Let me tell you why. Because I am just a firm believer that if you're called to the marketplace, if you have a profession, if you have a desire to help people, there is something that you have that can greatly impact the lives of individuals you're called to serve. There are people that you have yet to meet yet that you are assigned to support, right? And to add value to. So let me dive right on in. So 5 steps to overcoming the fear of video. The fear of posting that video online for individuals to see. So number 1, I want you to start practicing. Just practice, right? This is just start making short videos, very short videos that you're not going to even post yet, right? You're just practicing. And you are practicing to get yourself comfortable with actually being on video, right? See, some people are afraid to go online, but some people are afraid to actually even get on the video, okay? So my goal today and my objective today is to help you get on video. Starting with your cell phone, right? Going to your app on your phone, opening the camera and starting to record. See, it's comfortable to record other things and interests and whatever the case may be, but I would love for you to just put yourself in the mix of that video. Whether you love playing with your puppy, talking to your child, talking to your friend, your spouse, talking about a subject you love to talk about, I want you to start practicing. All right. And then number 2 is I want you to think about the message. I want you to shift your focus to the message and not yourself. Oftentimes people make the mistake of making it about them when in actuality, it's about the person that's going to be watching you. What do you desire for them to learn? What value do you desire to add to their lives? So when you make it bigger than you, you will see that the fear will decrease. Number 1, let me say this. Fear doesn't come from God. Fear comes from Satan. You understand? Fear breeds a level of paralysis. It will stop you in your track. It will abort destiny. It will actually delay you, right? It'll actually delay you. So you want to shift your focus, right? You want to shift your focus to your message and not yourself. It's about the value and not the volume. Write that down. It's about the value and not the volume. The volume is the noise. It's the noise that the enemy try to speak in your head, telling you, you're not pretty enough. You sound funny, and what you're saying doesn't matter, and people not going to like you, and all of it is lies. Okay, value over volume. Number 3 is you want to prepare. You want to prepare and plan. So it's like when I came on today, I looked at what did I want to talk about, the message that I wanted to deliver, the outcome that I want you to be able to get. I didn't just jump over here and say, hey, look at me. Maybe that's your brand. So maybe you're very spontaneous. And if you are, great. Right? There's an audience for somebody that's very spontaneous. Maybe you're showing people your travel. Maybe you have a travel vlog or something like that. But even in that, you're thinking through the trips. You're thinking through the scenery. You're thinking through what you're going to say, right? So you want to prepare and plan. And now, we have different tools out there that can support you in building out content. And so you can do that, okay? And then number 4 is see yourself as you desire to be. See yourself. Some may call it visualization, some call it dreaming, some call it imagination. But guess what? Because we're made in the image and the likeness of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, okay? And God is the ultimate creator. He literally created everything, from the animals to the earth to us. Imagination, right? And so I want you to think of that, I want you to see yourself as you desire. See yourself as you desire, whether you desire to show up daily or weekly or whatever the case may be, online, on video. Maybe you desire to start a whole entire video marketing company, right? But you're like, how can I start it when I'm terrified to get on video? All right. Number one, you don't have to be an expert at anything as long as there are experts out there, because you can always hire them. That's just like a side note, okay? But let me get back on track. But you have to see yourself before you see yourself, right? You have to see yourself before you see yourself. See yourself. That's why children are so beautiful. They dream, and they dream of themselves becoming all this amazing stuff. And they're like 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 years old, right? Let the kid in you come out of you. See yourself before you see yourself. And then lastly, post without anything to prove. Post without anything to prove. You have nothing to prove to anyone, right? I believe for me personally, I used to always think, what will people think? Instead of just saying, you know what, I'm showing up today to add value. I'm not showing up to prove anything to anyone. I specifically and strictly want to add value to those individuals who click on the play button. So post without trying to prove anything to anyone, because you don't have anything to prove to anyone, okay? So let me reiterate the 5 steps to overcoming the fear of getting on video. Number 1, I said, start by practicing. You can start with short videos, right? 15 seconds, 30-second videos, 60-second videos, and then they can get longer. All right, start by practicing. These are videos you're not even posting yet. You're just practicing. You're practicing not for perfection, because I don't believe in perfection. Anything that can get better, it just totally throws perfection out of the window. But I do believe in the spirit of excellence. So you can begin to practice. But one of the things I do know, one of the number 1 ways to get better is by doing. And then number 2, shift your focus to the message and not yourself. Your goal is to add value. So value over volume. Remember that, value over volume. The noise that the enemy may try, or even people may try to speak into your life. Number 3 is prepare and plan. Prepare and plan. Know what you're going to say before you press play. You better come on, Yakinea, and make it rhyme. Know what you're going to say before you press play. And then number 4, see yourself as you desire. See yourself as you desire. So we'll say visualization. Visualize yourself on video. Visualize yourself adding value. And I want you to put your focus more so on adding value than trying to get somebody to like you. If you're adding value, they are going to like you, right? But if your focus is on just getting people to like you, now you're operating in a people-pleasing spirit, right? And that's not a good, your motive is not in the right place. And then lastly is post without anything to prove, because you don't owe nobody nothing. Okay. Now, if I said at least one thing that blessed you, I would love to know what it is. I do read the comments. I do comment on the comments. And so I would love to know what that is. If you was blessed by this, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel. If you're not already subscribed, like and share with your community.